Hey guys, welcome back. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Hayley. I figured since the first day of spring was just a couple of days ago, I would create a spring makeup look for you, and I also wanted to test out a couple of new products that I purchased. One of them being the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, what is it called? High Tides and Good Vibes palette. I have opened the packaging of this palette, but I have not swatched any of the colors. I think it looks really, really pretty, and the first thought that came to my mind was this would make the perfect spring look. So this is the packaging and it's super, super pretty. It's very like luxurious, and I just love how like if you move it, like the water moves with it. It's really, really cute. And then you open it and you have these amazing looking shades that are just super, super pretty. I'm loving the ones in this corner. I feel like I will be using a lot of these in my look today, as well as these shimmer shades. They're so gorgeous. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I create this spring makeup look, then just stick around and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to just start with my eyes today, and then we'll see how it goes from there. I'm going to first prime my eyes with the Bad Habit eyeshadow primer. Bad Habit, sounds like I said bad habit. Habit, I don't know. Bad Habit eyeshadow primer. Okay, and then jumping into this palette, I am noticing that there's not really a base shade to start with. So I'm just going to dip into my Physicians Formula and Casey Holmes Butter Collection, which I will be using for part of my face. So I'm also just going to take the Do Not Disturb base shadow for my lid. Okay, now I'm going back into the High Tides and Good Vibes palette. I'm going to be taking the shade Beach Therapy as like my transition shade. There aren't many transition shades in here, which I'm fine with because I want to keep this look simple but still pretty. So I'm just going to take my Morphe blending brush and go in with a little bit of Beach Therapy. Not a lot of fallout, which I like. It's not on the like richly pigmented side, but it's alright. I am finding that I'm having to build it up. I'm just excited to see what these shimmer shades look like because in the pan they look absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller blending brush, my Shop Miss A brush. This is the E130. And I'm going to go in with the shade South Beach. It's a nice, bright but subtle pink. This one looks very pigmented. I also have a little bit of brown on this brush, so it might change the way that it looks, but that's okay because I might need to build it up just a little bit with some other color. Just gonna go in with that pink and build it up a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my Real Techniques brush that you all know is my absolute favorite blending brush. I'm gonna take the shade Aloha Beaches. It's kind of like the pink South Beach shade, but it's a little bit darker with more of maybe a red pigment in it. I'm hoping it will darken up my crease just a little bit. But I am going to dip into my mini Lorac palette just to add a little bit of brown in my crease and give it some depth. So I'm just going to use the shade Corduroy and deepen that up a little bit. I know I said I wanted to keep this simple, but I kind of see it going in the opposite direction. Especially with those like really, really vibrant shimmers in that palette, so I might change my mind. I already love the way the crease looks with that brown in it. Looks 10 times better. I'm going to take a small kind of pencil brush and just go in with the shade Chocolate just to darken it up a little bit more on the outer V. I'm just going to go back in and blend that out a little bit. I feel like I'm losing the pink a tad, so we're gonna take a break from the brown. I have enough darkness in that crease, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of the South Beach shade just to add a little bit of that pink back in there, because I am going for that springy look. So I'm just gonna take like a loose, fluffy brush and just kind of fluff a little bit of pink back in that look. Okay, onto my under eye. I'm just gonna take the Beach Therapy shade that I went in with in the beginning. And then take that same brush and pop in some of that South Beach pink in there. Okay, and now onto the shimmer. I'm going to take... I'm just going to swatch this first so I can kind of get a feel of the texture of it. I'm not sure if I want to go in and put a little bit of setting spray on my eyelid to kind of prime it even more. I might as well swatch all 4 of them just to show you what they look like. Yeah, it's kind of just seeming like a loose glitter. That does have some fallout. That is Turtlet. I'm not really sure how to say that. That is Aquaholic. This is Champagne Beach. That is the shade I'm going to be using on my eyes today. And then last but not least, this is the shade Beach Days. It's a nice pretty pink. So those are the glitters. Since they are like a pressed glitter, I still want to use a glue just because as I was swatching them on my hand, they did kind of look like a loose glitter would. It's kind of hard to explain. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Bitzy glitter glue. You can find this at Sally Beauty. Take a little bit on my finger and just put it on my eyelid where I want to place the glitter. Yeah, this look is definitely not going to be on the simple side. I'm just going to take some on my finger and kind of press it on my lid. I probably should have like put something underneath this, but we're just going to run with it. Okay, that is how it's looking. It's a little bit messy. But that's kind of my fault. I should have put something underneath it as kind of like a base color, but I'm kind of too late for that now, so. It's very pretty, but it can get messy very fast, so just be mindful of that when applying it. Holy glitter. Oh boy. I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm glad I did my eyes first, or this would have been a disaster, I feel like. Just gonna kind of clean up the edges of my eyelid. I was at cheer camp in 9th grade, and I used a glitter eyeshadow, and it got in my eye overnight. Like, I washed my makeup off before I went to bed, but a little piece of glitter, like, got in underneath my eyelid, and I woke up and my eye was swollen shut. Like, it was sensitive to light, it would water constantly. It was just an awful experience. So, like, I have a little bit of PTSD when using glitter. But I like the way it's looking. It's definitely not simple. Like, it's definitely more than what I was going for. I thought they would be, like, a pretty, just, like, shimmery, glittery eyeshadow. But it's honestly more of just a pressed glitter. So just remember that if you're going to go and use it. I'm going to go in with a little bit of more of the Aloha Beaches and just kind of go around it. Maybe contain it a little bit more. Because I feel like it's like taking away from the rest of my eye now. I was not expecting that. Not expecting that. I have glitter all over my face now. I still love this palette though, it's pretty. I just did not know that the glitters would be like that. Definitely you want to do your eyes first with this because I have glitter all over my face. And I feel like it's going to continue and fall out like that all day. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Morphe setting spray and kind of spray over it. try and prevent like any more fallout while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. Honestly, if I wanted to go for an eye look like this, I would have used the Stila Magnificent Metals eyeshadow, which is like this, the liquid stuff. These are amazing. They come out in a liquid form, but they kind of dry down to like what this glitter would look like, and there's like minimal fallout. Like, they're really, really nice. I do like the way this looks. I'm just not sure how it's gonna wear. I can already see glitter like all over my cheeks, kind of. So that's a little scary. I am not going to do a wing today. I'm just going to go in back into my Lorac palette with a pointed brush and just kind of do like a shadow liner. You don't really want to swipe when you're applying this because you don't want to remove the glitter that you have, so you kind of just want to like pack it on. So now I'm going to move on to my face and my second new product that I want to try out. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Primer. Honestly, just opening it, it kind of looks like the Tatcha Silk Canvas, but not as thick, so I will see how it applies. It does come with a sponge underneath the actual product, but I'm kind of afraid to use that because it looks like it'll just absorb. So I'm going to use the brush at first just because it's what they recommend, but if I don't like that, then I'm going to just go ahead and use my fingers. I kind of feel like it's not like applying anything. Like, I feel like it's just absorbing it and like wiping it off my face. So yeah, I'm gonna put that back and just use my fingers. I feel like not a lot comes off, so you kind of really have to like dig into it when you're trying to get it out. It feels nice. It's definitely a lot thinner than the Tatcha one. Kind of the same texture though. It is more of a pore filling one, so I don't really want to apply it all over my face. So I did it kind of in my T-zone and inner face area. So I'm just going to take my Smashbox Primer Water and kind of go over the rest of my face. As much as I wanted to keep this look simple today, my eyes, obviously, I wasn't able to do that with, but I still kind of want to keep my face simple. So I'm just going to go in with my BB creams. I know I've said before that you don't need a primer with these, but I also wanted to test out the Tarte primer. So I want to see how it looks with my BB creams. I am going to apply these off camera just because I've used them in another video, so it would kind of be redundant to have you sit here and watch me blending out my face and getting the same results that you've seen in another video. And honestly, I think that blending the foundation is probably the most boring thing to watch when you're doing makeup. It's also the most boring thing to do. I hate blending out foundation. So in a snap of fingers, I will have my base on. Okay, I am back. I have my base on. I've set it with powder, and I've also gone through and sprayed it with my MAC Prep Prime Fix Plus spray just to add some hydration in there and not to look powdery. I decided to skip over concealer today, and I also filmed my brows in while I was off camera as well. I will put the products that I use below in the description if you would like to check those out and see what I use. You can probably guess it's the same thing that I use majority of the time though, so I'll still link them below. Just a little check-in with the glitter. I'm already seeing like fallout. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but I'm already seeing like fallout all over my cheeks, which I absolutely cannot stand. So I don't know if there's something that I could have done to prevent that, but it's just kind of like all over the place. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and bronze with my Casey Holmes bronzer. I was excited to use her blush too because I'm self-tanned right now, so it would look good on me. But Tarte sent me a blush sample in the mail, and I figured with the new Tarte products that I'm using today, I kind of want to use that as well. So Casey Holmes blush is just going to have to wait until next time. Don't worry, I will get to it. I'm not going to contour my cheeks today, but I am going to lightly contour my nose with the same shade. Okay, and then blush, I'm going to take my Tarte sample. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Exposed. that's really pretty. It's a really pretty pink. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Just Beachy highlighter from Casey's palette. This can match the glitter that I have all over my cheeks already. No, honestly, I really like this highlighter. I was afraid that I wouldn't in the beginning just because it does kind of have like chunky glitter in it, but I ended up like really liking it. Okay, now that my face is done, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it again with my Morphe spray just so that everything is set. And I will be right back with my mascara done and to show you my last new Tarte product that I will be trying out for you. So I will see you in a bit. Okay guys, I am back with my lashes on. Not on, my mascara done, my lashes done, and my brows set, and I am ready to put on some lipstick and close this video out for you. So my last product that I'll be using is the new Sugar Rush collection from Tarte, the Sugar Coat Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Frosting. Packaging is nice. I love matte packaging that like feels really smooth. So let's see how the lipstick goes on. It has a nice like precise applicator. Ooh, it feels really good too. Oh my god, it smells like frosting. Oh my god, I love lipsticks that smell so good. Love it. It's a really nice color too. I really like the color so far. I'm glad I picked that shade because I feel like it matches the eye really nice. Okay, so this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm sorry that I was like not happy with the glitter. Honestly, with this palette, I really love the packaging. The packaging is probably my favorite part about it. I love the pattern of the shadows and just how they're like laid out on the frame. I think the matte shades went on really nice. They weren't super pigmented, but they did blend out really nice. They were very easy to blend out as well. So I think the only thing that was really missing from them was the fact that they weren't really pigmented. And I also love the fact that there wasn't a lot of fallout either, which is very good. So my only thing that I like wasn't pleased with this palette was the shimmers. They look absolutely beautiful in the pan, but when you apply them, they kind of just get too loose. They fall out all over. I just wasn't really too happy with it. I mean, I have used glitters that have been like a lot worse, so I definitely will say that it could be worse. But I am just not a fan of glitters that fall all over my cheeks. That might have been something that I did wrong. I don't know, maybe my glue just didn't go well with them. They're different brands. They're not formulated to work together. But other than that, I was pretty pleased with this palette. The primer, I think I definitely like my Tatcha primer better, but I do like the way that this looks with my other Tarte products over top of it. I see a little bit of texture on my forehead, but if you've seen my videos before, you know that that is like my #1 problem area, and I always kind of have an issue with that no matter what primer that I use. I really should try some more primers though, because I feel like there's got to be one out there that like completely blurs everything. I don't know. Maybe the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale will have a good primer for me that I can get for half off. If you guys haven't checked out the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, you really should. I've already made a couple of purchases. Like literally the things that they promote on there for each different day is 50% off. That is such a steal. Okay guys, so yeah, this is the finished look, and I hope it encourages you to try out some new makeup and create a beautiful spring look that will get yourself in the mood for spring. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and also go check out my most recent video that I will link in this little corner for you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!